going to demonstrate Ashtanga Yoga flow, and this is the classical Ashtanga Yoga as taught by Pattabhi Jois. However, this version is somewhat abbreviated for beginners so that they can accomplish some of the poses without having to do the full 2-hour series. So big toes at the front of the mat. And flow. Inhaling up and over and head up and coming back now. And you're going to come down into a push-up pose and then inhale up and then push back into downward dog. And then the left foot's going to turn in, the right foot's coming forward. So this is right knee bent, left foot back pose. Inhaling up, coming over, right foot back, push up pose. Inhaling up, pushing back, right foot turns in, left foot comes forward, and inhaling up, and exhaling, coming down. And inhaling up, and exhaling, push back. Breathing now fully and deeply. And coming forward, and inhaling up, and head down, and coming all the way up, and exhale. And now we're going to do it with bent knees, flowing with bent knees, and exhale over, and inhale up, and both feet back, down to push up, inhale up, exhale back, right foot turns in, left foot comes front, inhale up, and exhale into push-up pose. You can put your knees down if that is, if push-up pose is too strenuous for you. Looking up, and exhale back. 5 breaths. Walking forward and flow. Flow. Both feet back. Inhale up. Coming back. Push back into downward dog. Left foot forward. Inhale up. Exhale into push-up pose. Inhale up, exhale back, left foot forward, arms up, coming down to push-up pose, inhale up, push back, and in here you can bend your knees so that you can push your hips further to the back wall, which in my case is this wall. And then you can stretch them. You want to deepen in the armpits. And coming forward. And inhale up and head down. And bent knees. Flow. Flow with bent knees. And exhale down. And inhale up. And coming down, push up. Inhale up. Pushing back into down dog. Left foot turns in, right foot comes forward, arms up, exhale down, inhale up, hips go to the back wall, right foot turns in, left foot comes forward, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, and exhale. Hips go to the back wall, 5 breaths. Inhale up, flow. Knees bent, flow. Feet hip width apart, feet parallel. Thumbs behind the buttocks. Chest lifts up to the sky and comes over, grabbing your toes. Your toes are grabbed like this. 2 fingers under the big toe, thumb on top. Pull the head down, lift up, pull the head down to the toes. Don't go like this, go like this. Inhale up, put the hands under the feet. Pull up, inhale up, exhale, face to the feet. Try to straighten the knees if you can. If you can't, bent knees are fine. 5 breaths. Inhale up and flow and exhale. Right point spread. Arms stretched out. Right kneecap over the right foot. Left kneecap rolling back. Arms out. Inhale and exhale. Coming over. You're grabbing your big toe. You're rolling your shoulder open to the ceiling. 5 breaths. Inhale up. Left foot turns in. Right foot turns out. Right point spread. Inhale up. Reaching down. Grabbing the left toe. Rolling the shoulder open. Breathing deeply. Inhale up. Rotate right foot out, and this time, right point spread. Hips are rotating over the right foot. Hips are pointed over the right foot. Left hand comes down. Right arm goes up. And coming up. Left point spread. Left foot points out. Right foot turns in. Inhale. Exhale. Hips going over the left foot. Right hand comes down, left shoulder rolls open, breathing deeply. And inhale up. Right foot turns out, left foot turns in, right point spread. Slightly larger than normal. You're going to bend your left knee just until, your right knee, just until it comes over the foot. You're going to put your right hand down on the outside of your right foot, and your left hand's going to come at an angle. 5 breaths. And hands up, stretch up, left point spread. Bend the left knee, left hand comes down beside the left foot, right hand at an angle, 5 breaths. And coming up, and right point spread, and hips are rotating over the right foot, left hand down by the right foot, and you're going to let your left knee to come down, arms coming out, right arm goes around, grabs the left shoulder, turn to the right, shoulder goes over the knee, on the outside of the right foot, and 5 breaths. And inhale, coming up, and left point spread. Hips rotate over the left foot. Right knee comes down, arms out. Left arm grabbing the right shoulder, pulling it over, and it comes down. Hand comes down on the outside of the left foot. Straighten the knee if you can. 5 breaths. And coming up. Hands stretching out. And hands to the hips. And inhaling up. And exhaling over. And hands down between the feet. Pressing the hands in. Stretching up and exhale, face to the hands. And inhaling, hands out, hands to the hips. Inhaling, chest to the sky. Exhaling, faces wiping the wall in front of you. Faces coming down to the floor. The head is not tucked. The face is down. 5 breaths. And inhaling up. And exhaling. And grabbing your hands behind you. And stretching the arms out like this. Stretching the arms out, chest to the sky. Folding over, face to the yoga mat. 5 breaths. And inhaling up. And exhaling, hands to the hips. Stretching the arms out, hands to the hips. Inhaling up. Exhaling, face to the mat. Grabbing the toes with the fingers. Face to the mat. Inhaling up. Exhaling, face to the mat. 5 breaths. And inhaling up. And hands to the hips. And feet to the edge of the mat. Shoulder width, right point, spread. Shoulder width, right point, spread. In this case, the hips are pointed out over the right foot. You wrap your left arm around, you wrap your right arm around, you grab your elbows, pushing both feet into the mat, lifting the chest up to the ceiling and exhaling, bringing the face to the foot, the face to the foot, the face to the foot, and inhaling up. And exhaling, rotating left foot out. And inhaling, chest to the sky. Exhaling, face to the foot, chest to the knee. And inhaling up. And rotating. Every pose is held for 5 breaths. Toes to the front of the mat. Flow. Inhaling, exhaling over, inhaling up. Left foot back, right foot forward. Inhaling up, clasping your thumbs like this, pressing your hands up to the ceiling. And rotating to the other side. Inhaling up, left knee bent, right foot back. Hands pressing up to the ceiling. 5 breaths. And hands coming down. 5 breaths. Right foot out, left foot turns in. Right foot over, right knee over right foot. Left leg stretching far, far back. 5 breaths. Coming down, push-up pose. Inhaling up, exhaling back. 5 breaths. And feet forward. Hands down by the hips. Feet flexed. You don't want your feet sloppy or floppy. Feet flexed. Backs of the knees should be pressing into the yoga mat. Hands by the hips. Stretching up the back of the head. Stretching up the chest. Looking down at the heart. 5 breaths. now you're putting a belt around the bottoms of your feet. I don't need a belt, so I'm putting my hands on my toes. But if you can't get your hands to your toes, you put a belt around here and you hold on to the belt. Inhale up. Exhale, look at the toes. 5 breaths. Inhale up. Walk your hands down the belt. Get a tighter grip. Inhale up. Exhale. Hands to the toes. Face to the toes. And inhale up. Bring your feet down close to the mat. Hands behind the hips. Pointing the toes. Pressing the hips up into the air. Adjusting the feet so the shoulders come right over the hands. 5 breaths. And coming down. And now we're doing push-up pose and up and back. Feet forward. Left leg stretched out, right leg bent. Knees should be pointing at an angle to the back, not directly to your right, but at an angle, pointing back. Palm of the foot should be facing up to the ceiling. Should be turned over. Put the belt over your foot or and inhale up. Stretch up, holding on to the belt, holding on to your foot. Exhale. Left knee back. Right foot forward. Belt over the feet or hold on to the foot. Inhale up. And inhale up. And exhale. And push-up pose. Inhale up, stretching back. Feet forward. Right leg bent. Palm of the foot up. Lift your hips up. You're sitting on your heel and on your foot. Belt over the foot. Hold on. And inhale up. Left foot back. The foot is turned over. You lift your hips up. You sit on your heel. Inhale. Inhale up. Push-up pose. Push-up pose. And inhale up. And exhale, pushing back. Feet forward. Right foot back. You're putting your hand around your foot. Your hand is coming in between your legs, going underneath the knee, coming around here, and pulling your foot back. Lifting the hips up, flexing the foot, belt over the foot, inhale up. And stretch up. And left foot back. Hand comes down in between the legs, goes underneath the left knee, grabs the palm of the foot, and pulls the toes back into the groin. Belt over the foot. Inhale up, exhale. And inhale up. And push-up pose. Inhale up. Exhale back. Knees bent. Knees shoulder width apart. Feet half of knees shoulder width apart. Feet half of shoulder width apart. That's where they are right now. And thumbs underneath the buttocks. Pushing down with the knees. Heart goes up to the ceiling. And stretching the arms out. clasping the hands and straightening the arms out, stretching the chest up and up and up, and release the hands, grabbing the heels, and then coming up. And now legs stretched out. You're stretching up and up. If you can, you grab your toes. If you can't, you don't. Inhale up, backs of the knees, pressing into the yoga mat, feet pressing into the yoga mat, looking up, chest to the floor, chest to the floor, chest to the floor. Inhale up, left arm comes over, grabs the opposite toe, pulls down. And left arm comes under, right arm comes up, opposite way. And grabbing the toes, inhaling up, exhaling over. And inhaling up, pulling up. Legs stretched up, arms stretched out, 5 breaths. Lift your hips up, 5 breaths. Lift your hips up, 5 breaths. Push up pose. Stretching up, hips back. Pressing the arms down to the yoga mat, bending the knees, straightening the knees. Coming forward. Feet together. Palms of the feet together. Grab the outsides of the feet, turn your palms up to the ceiling. Look up to the ceiling. Chest to the feet, chest to the feet, chest to the feet, chest to the feet. Pull up, look up, chest to the ceiling. Fold over, nose to the feet, nose to the feet, nose to the feet. Inhale up. And now, lay back in corpse pose. Feet together, hands pressed into the mat, toes pressed together. Hands roll open, toes roll open. Close your eyes. And rolling over on your right side now, left knee coming over. And pushing yourself up, head coming up last. And thank you very much for participating in this class.